Come on. Come on, China. Long time no see, kinda. Well, let me tell you about this. This is the Kentucky Breakfast Stout by Founders. As you can see here, it's pretty highly acclaimed. Gotta get high to acclaim it. Big shout out to Stephen Bush. He is the one who hooked me up with this fantastic beer. This particular one is the 2016 release, of course, but super pumped about it. So yeah, cool thing. It's aged for a year in oak bourbon barrels with coffee and chocolate. Bottled February 14th, 2016. This one's 12.4% alcohol. Lots of booze. I like that. Never had it. Highly acclaimed KBS Kentucky Breakfast Stout or Kentucky Bourbon Stout. Why not? It's aged in bourbon tanks. A flavored stout is good for everything a flavored stout ought to be good for. I don't know, I had to end that in an accent just because it kind of felt like that. What we've got here is an imperial stout brewed with a massive amount of coffee and chocolate. Massive. Then cave aged in oak bourbon barrels for an entire year to make sure wonderful bourbon undertones come through in the finish and makes your taste buds sequel with delight. Oh, sorry, squeal. I don't know if I want my taste buds squealing or sequeling. Anyways, Founders, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I can hardly wait anymore. This is too highly acclaimed for me to wait. Let's get it open. But let's keep this cap. That's their logo. Might as well keep it intact on the end cap. Intact on the end cap. A little smoky in there. Yeah, really like, it's almost like got a wanted sign, like the old Western wanted signs. It's almost got that stylized look to it. Let's fill that sucker up. Might be. Kind of looks cool. I'll leave it. No, I'll pick it up. Get some napkins in there. What was I thinking? Come on, Pat. Jeez, don't you know how to pour a beer? Whoa, golly. I can smell the bourbon like I'm at a bourbon factory. Also known as a distillery. It's like being distilled in my nose. Like I'm being aged in oak tanks. Yeah, so again, I can already smell this. Nose hasn't gone near it. Okay. Let's get that look. Dark, really dark black beer. Really nice dark brown head. KBS Stout. Full breakfast. Don't want to drink in the morning anymore. So I've had a lot of like oak, bourbon barreled, whiskey barreled stuff. But this one, the bourbon, is really, really strong. It's like one of the only things I smell in coffee. I'm not really getting the chocolate right away, but it's there. It's a dark stout, of course, chocolate. I can already tell this one's gonna be a little bit of a sipper. Yeah, really, really, really super boozy. Little boozy, yo. I feel like I have to burp, but I'm not gonna. Bourbon, smoky, chocolate, coffee. What do you want me to say? I want to try this. Hey, come on, get out of the way. Ja! Whoa, really nice, smooth bourbon front right there. But the bourbon is really there. It's not super aggressive, which is what I was expecting. Get off me, bro. Super low carbonation. Not as much chocolate as I would have liked. Got a little bit of sweetness, little bit. It's got a really, really, really dry finish. It's almost like a really chocolatey, dark, a little bit thicker bourbon. I was expecting a little bit more chocolate there. I was expecting a little sweeter and a little thicker. It is really chewy, but not as thick as I would have thought. Yeah, it ends up really dry. I can see why people who really enjoy bourbon and whiskeys would really like this. They would be like, this is pretty highly acclaimed. Yeah, the booze is, I don't want to say overpowering, all right? Because then I'm going to get a bunch of lip from you guys. It really is a quite nice beer. But for my style, I like a little bit sweeter and a little bit thicker. Come on, hey, why you gotta do that? Yeah, for my style, not for me. This is awkward. Now, here's the other thing. Would I have it with breakfast? I think I might. Just because I want to be a little fun, you know? But if I'm looking for flavor, it's really not giving me the flavors I was hoping for. The main flavor, I would say 50% or higher, is the bourbon, which I get it. A lot of people like. And look at that. It's just a really good looking beer there. The lacing's really nice. It's sticky. If you pour it too hard, it volcanoes over and it looks really cool. Yeah, but just not the flavors I was expecting or hoping for. But it's got like 100% on rate beer. I'm not dissing on it. I'm just saying it's just not my cup of tea. You know what I mean? Come on. Some people, pizza's one of the best foods in the world. And some people are like, it's just not my thing. And at first you're like, shut up, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know food. How do you not like pizza? Having said all that, you know, in the end, you're like, nah, it's cool, dude. That's just not your taste buds aren't wanting that. Now, I do have to say my taste buds are squealing because of the alcohol, but they're not sequeling, which I'm guessing would mean wanting a second one. Hey, that's pretty good. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. I'm Patrick, and I'm making it great. See ya.